Hey, and welcome back to another episode of What to Do.
Today, we're going to take you with us to Cades Cove, which, if you've ever wondered what to do in the Great Smoky Mountains, this is a popular option. I've previously been told this area has tons of wildlife, and it's a very relaxing drive full of outstanding views and a little history.
It's a must-do, but you'll have to learn from our mistakes, so come along with us while we discover it together.
I think you scared away all the ghosts. I'm mad.
Why are you mad?
We missed the Cades Cove entering sign.
Yeah, it was just a teeny tiny.
It was tiny. It wasn't. There was no.
Excitement. Wait, was that the first stop then? We missed the first stop.
We didn't miss the first stop.
There we go.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have a bigger.
Oh, I bet there isn't. Here we go. Here we go.
Parking.
Okay, go slow. Go slow. Oh, find a parking spot. It said there's a welcome center where you can only spend $1 on a thing, and it tells you about the history and stuff. So they have this free map where it has like all this information on both sides of animals and all kinds of other wildlife. And then on this side it has the map, and it was free. And then they also have another thing that you can buy that's just $1, which I don't think we have dollar bills. Cades Cove is an 11-mile loop that you can drive or bike. If you don't want to do the full 11 miles, there are cut-throughs here and here. Feeding wildlife is prohibited.
No, honey, you can't eat here.
There we are, Cades Cove, scenic loop, 11 miles.
Stop.
No stopping. It says no stopping. Yeah, we've seen horses. You've seen turkeys? Where?
You want me to pull over?
Oh no, it's okay, it's too late. Maybe we'll see him again. That one's the turkey. But he's not wild. I mean, he is wild, but not in the sense that, like, nobody's caught him, because I've caught him.
Fields. You can't
Look.
overrun.
A bear.
A shoe. What in the world? I was going
passed it.
super slow. Okay, there's another bear.
Okay,
Same bear.
I'm mad. Okay, slow down.
I have something.
Just barely got it.
How did you just barely get it? You had eternity to get it.
Do you not get the joke?
Oh.
We looked up what a cove is on their little information center, and they say it's a mountain valley. And we think that means it's like a valley on a mountain between two higher parts. And the interesting thing about Cades Cove, what they said, is that at some point, like, some older rocks shot up over some younger rock, and then the older rock wore away, so we're now on younger rock, where it used to be older rock.
Yeah,
Does
and
that make sense?
It's unique because usually you have older rock underneath younger rock.
Yes.
But this had older rock on top. Before it was eroded.
There's a lot of traffic here.
Yeah, it looks like this guy might need some help up this hill. Maybe just give him a little push.
A little tap. There's lots of traffic.
They weren't supposed to idle, but guess what
They're
they did?
idling specifically when they ask them not to. They say that traffic during the peak season is pretty bad, and even when it's not the peak season. So one really good hint for you guys is to make sure you come early in the morning like we did not do.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty... Is it?
Throwing up.
It's not that curvy.
What?
It's not that curvy.
Oh, I was just throwing up because there's nothing else to do. I'm so bored.
Honey, there's all this beautiful nature to look at. Maybe I'll go out and look at some flowers. The traffic's so bad that I can walk faster. So I'm walking ahead, which I'm not sure if we're allowed to do that or not, but I'm doing it. So I hope I don't get in trouble. Interestingly enough, a lot of this stuff was forests when people first got here, settlers, and then they turned it into farmland. So a lot of this stuff is pretty open. And then in like the 1930s, they were afraid that everything would be logged. So that's when, I think it was 1934, when they turned this place into a national park to preserve everything.
Bob the painter. What's the painter dude?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. He would be very proud of
Bob
that.
Ross would paint a place like this. In fact, I feel like I've already seen a Bob Ross painting.
Maybe multiple.
Maybe he lived here. Pre-1800s, Native Americans burned the valley floor so that they can make hunting easier. 1800s, settlers came in and allowed their cattle to come and graze. 1900s, tourism began to increase. 1930s is when they began to really try to preserve this area. They planted some tall fescue and did some other management tricks. I swore I was not a backseat driver until I saw this video. Why are we going this way?
Said?
This is the wrong way.
How do you know? Do you have a map?
Well, how come everyone else was going that way?
There's not everyone then. There's 2 people this way.
But most people went
Let's
the
go
other
this
way.
off. Oh, dead end.
I think that we're on the wrong path.
I think
I'm checking. Can you like turn around?
we're in this nature place.
Turn around right there.
Place. And it's very fitting because
Honey.
this is gonna be tight.
It's super tight.
There.
Well, no, just stop. There's a little turn that they can go through.
Well, I can make it through there.
Okay.
Thanks.
That was close. Oh, we're at the church. Maybe you didn't go the wrong way.
That's where I wanted to go. I didn't want you to know because this is a secret wedding.
It's a secret wedding.
Maybe you'll look inside.
Along this 11-mile loop, there are several churches, settlements, and small cabins that you can tour. If we would have brought along $1, it would have told us the historical significance of each stop, which is mainly about the residents that lived in this area. So instead of insight on these sites, I'm going to give you something much better. Us having no idea what we're looking at to music. They all kind of look the same. Just so you guys know, all of this is free unless you want to buy that $1 pamphlet that I'm still bitter we didn't have a dollar bill to buy it with. We're on our way on the second half of Cades Cove, and a lot of it is just kind of like forest like this.
Forest and fields.
Yeah, not very many fields and a few historic houses, so. One of these days, Will, we're gonna be as cute as they are.
What do you mean? I think we're already pretty cute.
And this is pretty much the only wildlife we saw. So it says that the coves are some of the most diverse plant life anywhere.
That's cool.
On this little map thing. Alright, Will, brutally honest, what are your thoughts?
It's pretty and all, but it's been the same thing for the past hour.
Yeah, it's
Here we
super
got stuck
pretty.
behind traffic.
Yeah, we got stuck behind traffic, and it's probably like this most days. It's not quite like the road to Hana in that there's not different views, it's all the same view. So if you have like somebody who can't walk as much, this would be great because you can just sit for hours and look at the mountains. But
Yeah.
for us, we kind of like diversity.
I think it'd be a lot cooler if there were animals, which I think it's famous for. So maybe
We should have
maybe
come in the morning. Yeah.
or the evening.
Yeah, you know, we never
Let
really got to see those
animals out.
turkeys again. There's also some hiking trails, but there's so many hiking trails in Tennessee with like huge waterfalls, and so we're kind of trying to save our energy for the ones with the big waterfalls. We're done!
Here's the exit.
Wowzers,
Wow.
that was a really long time. That definitely took way longer than we were hoping for it to, but I guess we'll go on to our next place. I've been thinking, and I think that a park ranger job would be one of the most fun jobs in the whole world. So if you're a park ranger or you know a park ranger, tell me if it's all that it's cracked up to be. That's all we have for you today. If this video was stellar, click that like button, and if you want to see more, click that subscribe button. It would help us out a ton. See you next time.